Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV with your college basketball Big Three preview for this weekend. And it is this weekend, both Saturday and for the first time this season, I've got a Sunday game as well because it's probably the biggest top 25 matchup we've had so far this season. I'm going to get to that in just a moment after we look at the two Saturday games. But just a quick reminder, if you're not on board my college basketball this season, you've really missed out. Since I started this video 3 weeks ago, against the closing line, my power ratings that I've given you for free here have gone 8-1 against the spread. If you've taken the line value where my power ratings say the line value is, you've gone 8-1 against the spread the last 3 weeks since I've started this video against the closing line. Now, of course, I'm doing it once again on Friday evening. The lines have just come out. They're hot off the presses at a few major sports books. So they will move a bit by this Saturday. So I'm going to give you my power ratings for all three big top 25 matchups. I'm also going to let you know which way I lean when I see value with the matchup as well. And then you take that and look at it against the closing line, and it'll tell you where the value is this Saturday and Sunday. Once again, 8-1 so far the first 3 weeks since we started this video. And that's, of course, because the NFL season just ended. We didn't have the weekly Fade the Public NFL video, which was an incredible 31-7 against the spread this year. That'll be back in the fall. But in the meantime, plenty of college and pro basketball, baseball right around the corner. And hey, don't forget about NASCAR, weekly NASCAR show right here on Wager Talk TV on Friday nights. You can watch it during the weekend before the big cup race every Sunday. So once again, NASCAR, basketball, baseball around the corner. And I've got a special all sports access promo code. Once again, if you've missed out, if you sat on the sidelines, now is the time to get on board. One last chance to save big with my all access membership. It's normally $349 for a full 30 days of all sports, just $199 because you're watching this video, and you've got the very special promo code SM199. SM199 gets you 30 days college and pro basketball combined for just $199. And if I have some NASCAR best bets, that's included as well. And of course, when baseball starts in the near future, that'll be included as well. Go to my page right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Choose the All Sports Access drop-down box. Choose the 30-day package. And instead of $349, you're getting it for just $199 because you've got that special promo code right here, SM199, WagerTalk.com. Hey, let's look at the first two big matchups for this week, and they both come on Saturday afternoon in college hoops. First game tips off at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it is on ESPN National TV. We've got Texas Tech at Kansas. Early line right now has Kansas about -2. I have seen it creep up already to 2.5 in some spots, and it's too high based on my power ratings. My power ratings favor Kansas by just 1 point in this game. So the early line as of Friday night here is currently 2.5. So the value is with Texas Tech here as the underdog. And I have no problem being on Texas Tech in this game with some line value. The first meeting, they actually lost despite a very slow game, 57-56. I doubt Kansas can win in that style and tempo again. Texas Tech has always played one of the slowest paces in the country under head coach Beard. Bill Self and Kansas always likes a more up-tempo, faster-paced, full-court game. I don't think Kansas can win a slow-down game for a second time this season. Now, there are some concerns, obviously, with Texas Tech and the weather down in the state of Texas this week, the ice-cold weather, the power outages. Texas Tech has now missed their past 3 games against Baylor and TCU over the past week. However, keep in mind, this is a team that's been on and off a couple other times this season due to COVID lockdowns and quarantines. They have learned to play through it. It's also later in the season now, so I think these shutdowns, these short-term shutdowns and loss of practice times don't hurt the teams as much as they would have early in the season when they hadn't been together much. And if anything, they're fresher now. They've got fresher legs, and they're rested after a couple hard months on the hardwood. So I do lean towards Texas Tech here based on the matchup, especially if they can slow this game down and with revenge after losing to Kansas earlier this year. And then on top of that, we are getting some line value. Once again, the early line is currently 2.5. My power ratings favor Kansas by just 1 in this game Saturday afternoon. Another big matchup, top 25 matchup. In fact, the only other top 25 matchup for Saturday goes at 3 o'clock Eastern on ABC National TV, and that's West Virginia at Texas. Early line has the Texas Longhorns as a 4-point favorite, and I do think this line is about a point too high. My power ratings favor Texas by only 3 points in this game. As of Friday evening, there is some early line value with West Virginia at +4, and this is a good underdog. You know, Bob Huggins as an underdog is always an automatic look for me. So West Virginia gets the nod for that reason. And it's also a revenge spot for the West Virginia Mountaineers. Back on January 9th, they lost a close one at home against Texas, 72-70, as a 1.5-point favorite in that game. And now they're a 4-point dog. Now, it is a home-home switch, but once again, there's no fans. The venue change doesn't mean much. And the weather in Texas, as I mentioned earlier, has been bad this week. A lot of power outages, loss of practice times, and other disruptions. Austin maybe not hit as quite as hard as other areas, but once again, the Texas Longhorns had had some distractions this year outside this week outside of basketball and COVID, and you have to wonder how that might affect them. And then on top of that, the line is inflated, so we're getting a good underdog in West Virginia with a great coach, Bob Huggins, as an underdog, always an automatic look for me, and we're getting some line value as well. Once again, the early line is 4. I make it just 3, so there is about a point of line value with West Virginia in that underdog revenge spot on Saturday afternoon. Huge game on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern on national TV. And this one, for your viewing pleasure, will be on CBS at 1 o'clock Eastern Sunday afternoon. And that is Michigan at Ohio State. Currently the 3rd and 4th ranked teams in the nation. 2 number 1 seeds as of now in the NCAA tournament. Even the loser of this game probably remains a number 1. Michigan would definitely be a number 1. Ohio State's kind of played their way in my opinion, to that 4th number 1 spot. So they could definitely firm up a 1 seed. Whereas Michigan would pretty much lock it up, in my opinion, if they get the win. No line, of course, yet for this game. I'm doing this video on Friday evening, as I've mentioned. The Saturday numbers have just come hot off the press about an hour ago. So we don't have the Sunday line yet. It'll be out later on Saturday afternoon. But I want to give you my power rating for this game because it is a doozy, and I know all of you are interested. It's probably the best matchup we've had all season. Keep in mind, number 1 Gonzaga against, at the time, number 2 Baylor was canceled about a month ago. So we never got that great 1 versus 2 matchup. So we're going to have to settle for this 3 versus 4 matchup with Michigan and Ohio State on Sunday afternoon. And guess what? My power ratings make the game a pick'em. Now, it is at Ohio State, so there's a couple points of line value built in for that semi-home court edge. I do rate Michigan as a slightly better team, but once again, at Ohio State and having to travel, unfamiliar sight lines with the shooting, I think is worth a couple points, and I make the game a pick'em. So once again, we'll see where this line comes out on Sunday, or more likely Saturday afternoon, evening. But as of now, the line's a pick 'em, so that'll tell you which way the line value is when you do finally get a bettable number on this game. Just looking at the matchup in general, first of all, these teams have not played yet this season. It's a one and done. There'll be no 2 rematch. There will not be a rematch in Michigan, rather. Michigan, meanwhile, very good team efficiency-wise. In fact, there's only 3 teams in the country that rank top 10, both adjusted offense and defensive efficiencies. It's Gonzaga, Baylor, and Michigan. So they're as balanced as anybody, and that's why those are my 3 number 1s. But Ohio State's making a case for that other number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. And keep in mind, they're a very good offensive team. In fact, they're the 3rd most efficient offense in the country. They rank ahead of Michigan offensively. The big difference, though, is on defense. They're only 66th when you look at adjusted efficiencies on the defensive rankings. Michigan is 7th, both offense and defense, by the way. So in a really high-profile game, you got to wonder if the defense is going to make the difference. But I think you can make an argument coaching, which is something that's very overlooked, but I use as a big handicapping factor in big games, postseason games, playoffs, etc. Chris Holtmann's been fantastic. 3 years at Butler. He took him to the tournament all 3 years. This is now his 4th year at Ohio State. Of course, they didn't have a tournament last year. But his other 5 seasons at Butler and Ohio State as a head coach, he's made the round of 32 or better in the NCAA tournament every time. Juwan Howard in his 2nd season has done a fantastic job at Michigan. But keep in mind, they were not really a tournament caliber team last year, and they've got no postseason experience. So you do wonder, in what's probably the biggest game Juwan Howard's coached so far in his 2-year career at Michigan as head coach, if that coaching edge on the road, even without fans, could be the difference here. So Michigan, the better defensive team, but I give the coaching edge and the offensive edge and a slight home court edge as well to Ohio State, and we come out with pick'em. So we'll see where this point spread comes out. But once again, biggest matchup of the season so far, Sunday afternoon, Michigan at Ohio State. I make the game a pick'em. Hey, thanks for watching this video as always. And don't forget, if you want my official best bets, the exact same games I am personally using this Saturday and Sunday, same games my clients get as well, you really should consider a direct subscription. 43-19 this season, documented on WagerTalk.com. My college basketball best bets, once again, head into Saturday, 43-19 this season at WagerTalk.com. And because I want to incentivize you guys even more to get on board with the direct subscription, we're giving you a big discount with that promo code SM199. Once again, all access sports. Normally it's $189, by the way, for 30 days college hoops. So you're basically getting the NBA for just $10 more. $199 gets you all sports, all access for 30 days. Go to my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Use the drop-down box under the menu for all sports access. Choose the 30-day option and be sure to enter promo code SM199. It's available on this video only as a special thank you to all of you that have been watching not only the NFL video, but now the college basketball weekend video as well. Once again, NFL went 31-7 free on this video this year, fading the public. We're off to an 8-1 college basketball start the last 3 weeks here with my power ratings versus this closing line. I know you've been making some money with this free video. Why not upgrade and get my official best bets as well? They're 43-19 this season in college hoops, and do so with a big discount. SM199 gets you 30 days, all sports, college and pro basketball combined, on my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, SM199. Hey, special thank you as always for watching the video this week. Best of luck, and be sure to come back each and every week for more videos here for the weekend update on college basketball. And don't forget, during the week as well, NASCAR, NBA, college hoops right here on Wager Talk TV. Good luck.